So for this project, I found this tray at a flea market and it was $1. But as you can see, it is all scratched up and in really bad shape. But it has a lot of potential. So I am going to see if I can save this. So I'm going to start off by giving this metal tray a coat of Fusion mineral paint in the color Plaster. Okay, so I decided to use one of the Iron Orchid Designs gilded transfers from the Figgy and Flourish transfer book. Sorry about the glare. And I'm going to use this one right here. If you saw, I didn't get a little piece of my transfer down, and I just put it back on there. I lined it back up, and then I just transferred that little piece on there. But now I'm going to be highlighting some of this detail on this metal tray, and I'm going to be using this metallic paint right here with a small brush, and I'm just going to be dry brushing over the details. So I am very glad that I saved this tray. I think it looks really cute. I need to put a top coat over it because the transfers do need to be sealed in, but that's all I'm going to do to this piece, and I think it looks really good. So I've had this cabinet for a little while. When I got it, this little top piece was broke off right here. But it was inside, and I'm trying to decide if I like these doors. I like the lattice, but I'm not for sure if I want to keep them on there. And here's the inside, and it has a couple little drawers. And so I'm thinking about taking the doors off, but I'm not for sure. And this will just pop right off if I want to do that, and I can just fill that in too. Let me know in the comments, what would you do? I'm going to paint it, of course, but what would you do? Would you leave these doors on? And then if you wanted to display, just open them up? Or would you just take the doors totally off? Let me know in the comments. I would be curious to know. So the spray paint has dried on this cabinet. I was going to put some white wax over it, but I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I think it's really cute, and I think like if I put little butter pats or ironstone in here, I think it's a really good color for that. So I'll show you that at the end. Okay, for this next project, I thrifted this trivet at a garage sale for 50 cents. This was already loose. So I'm going to get it all cleaned up, and I'm going to cover up part of this. I may cover up all of it. Okay, so the bonding primer on the trivet has been drying for over 24 hours, and I'm going to be painting it now with the Fusion paint in the color Plaster. Okay, so I've given the tile 2 coats of Fusion paint, and I used the hairdryer to dry the paint. Now I'm going to be applying this transfer from Iron Orchid Designs. This is from last year's Christmas. I am going to apply a top coat, the Dixie Belle clear coat in the flat finish, to my transfer. Okay, I purchased these houses. They're plastic houses, but I thought they were really cute. I purchased them at the flea market. I purchased 2 in gold and 2 in silver, but I'm going to be painting them. And I'm going to start off by painting this one with the Fusion paint in the color Plaster. Okay, so I went ahead and painted another house before, and it has dried already. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm taking 3 colors of Fusion paint. I'm using Wellington. I am using Cranberry. And I am also using Raw Silk. Just the little sample bottles. And I'm going to be painting on my house. I'm going to be using the Wellington to paint the garland. And I may add a little bit of the white to it every now and then. Like over here to give me just a little bit lighter color of the green. Hopefully you can see this. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've been working on painting the house, and I'm going to try a new to me product. I'm going to try the Pint Art Snow Paste. I've tried the ice effect before on another project, so I'm going to try both of them on this house and see what I think. Okay, so here is what it looks like with the snow paste and the ice effects. I still think it needs just a little bit more glitter. I don't think I have the Tim Holtz Rock Candy. I think that would look really good on there, but I'm gonna go see what I have. Okay, so I found some glitter. I found this glitter. Looks like Joann's had carried this glitter. And then I have some Diamond Dust glitter. So I'm going to try and add a little bit of both of those. I have a mat underneath so I don't make a mess all over the place. you see, I have a lot of glitter left on my mat. So since I've mixed the glitters together, I'm just going to put them in this mixture in a separate container, and then I can reuse that throughout the season. Okay, so this is what it looks like with all the glitter. Now you may not like this much glitter, so you wouldn't have to put this much glitter on yours. And I'm thinking about also decorating the sides and the back. I'm not for sure yet, but that's something that you could also do. And there's the top of the roof. I'm not for sure if you saw that. So for my second one, I'm not worrying about the coverage as much, and I'm just putting the paint on there. So you can just always leave the house plain like it is, but if you like the glitter look but you don't like using glitter, what about stickles? Let's give that a try and see what it looks like. I'm not going to paint the house at all. I'm just going to leave it the silver color that it originally came, and we're just going to add some stickles. A little bit of liquid pearls. Let's see what that does. So here are all the houses. They all look different, and they were all using different techniques, but I think they look great together. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. I think the silver one looks very vintage. Almost looks like mercury glass. I think it's pretty cool, and it was the easiest to do. But I like them all. So what did you think of all the projects today? I hope you were inspired to create something for your home for the holidays. And I would like to thank all my new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.